dub. Yeah. What you know? We got a new motto this year. MCF. Money comes first.
Yeah. What up? It's the man about town, Virgil Berry, a.k.a. Stacks with the Facts. And y'all know y'all tuned in to another episode of A Real Talk Podcast. Like my haircut? Go holler at my dude. If you ever in Columbus, Ohio, make sure y'all go to Instagram and hit up my brother at Mr. Pringles the Barber. Always cutting, getting you fresh and crispy every trip. Now I'm out here in Columbus, Ohio. Y'all, just want y'all to take a look at this real quick. Just look. Oh, that's that Ohio weather for y'all, right? Now, smash that like button. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to the page, of course. You know what I mean? And all of that. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all right now, man. I got another video I'm about to drop discussing psychological transgenderism, but shouts out to my brother Red Supreme TV1. You know, I don't really be shouting out too many other different YouTubers, man, but that's my brother for real. You hear me? So, you know, shouts out to Red. Of course, shouts out to Mr. O and the Ozone Podcast. That's my other brother from the Shy, Windy City. And definitely, most certainly, last but not least, my sister, man, Shantastic Trill TV, keeping her foot on y'all abortion advocate demons' necks. It takes real courage to be out there in this weather with the bullhorn advocating for the rights of these children to have their lives before y'all girls abort them. Anyway, as you see in the thumbnail, we going in, man, right? Now, like I said, I don't normally do stuff like this, man, but my spirit has been compelled to speak on this, right? First off, let me just say this. I got hella respect for Kevin Samuels, his platform, and what he has brought to the space, so to speak, right? I get where he comes from when he interviews or goes on interviews with chicks like Brittany Renner and Onika Minaj, or Onika Minaj, whatever her name is, right? I understand, and I also respect his business acumen, right? And I out of extra stand why he did what he did with Brittany Renner. Although I would critique that interview, and he definitely let her slide on some stuff. But this interview he did with Onika, oh my God. And you know, my respect for Kevin Samuels has lessened after this interview. But who am I? I'm just a guy like everybody else. My opinion don't mean nothing. It don't have to mean nothing. It don't count for nothing. Kevin Samuels does not have to respect my opinion whatsoever, right? But my opinion is my opinion, and as long as I got the freedom of thought and the freedom of speech, I'm going to say my opinion. I'm going to have it. You should have yours. And in my opinion, as a man, Kevin Samuels blew it. Kevin Samuels displayed blatant hypocrisy in that interview with Onika, aka Nicki Minaj. If that would have been any other chick coming on there talking about some eat a bellhead, talking all masculine and stuff like that, right? Kevin Samuels would have blazed her ass. You hear me? But I'm sitting here looking at the interview, and the whole time I'm just looking like, oh my God, man. This guy was starstruck. This guy was giddy. This guy was flabbergasted. This guy was a fan. He was blushing, stumbling over his words. He wasn't really sure of himself, and he let her get away with absolute murder. Now, I get that you wouldn't discuss things or have a conversation in the manner in which you would have the other girls that call his show average girls with a person like Nicki Minaj, who, if you ask me, is about as average as they come as far as her looks. This dude had the audacity to sit up there and tell Nicki Minaj that she is a 9. And I just beg to differ. He must ain't never seen that video of Nicki Minaj from back in the day when she called Remy Ma up on the phone and you know, talking about she was had the hoodie on and was talking like a dude, much like how she was talking in her interview with him. And she had the hoodie on, and she had the Nextel, or she had the Boost, the Nextel chirp. You know what I'm saying? She called Remy up on the phone, talking about some what's up with the box and all of that stuff. Remy on the phone like, huh, what are you talking about? You feel me? And I saw that Nicki Minaj. That's what I saw last night. And if you look in that video, which I'm pretty sure is still on YouTube, Nicki Minaj was looking just like a little old boy in there. She looked like a little old boy, talking like a little boy, like a street thug, right? Crazy, man. Absolutely insane. And Kevin Samuels did not hold her accountable. And this is what I'm saying. I understand this is Nicki Minaj. I understand that she has millions upon millions of followers on Instagram, YouTube, or whatever, right? I understand, Kevin Samuels, that you're trying to break into the mainstream. I get it, man. I get it. But at the same time, man, you don't sacrifice your scruples or your integrity or your main principles in the process. Which, if my opinion's being asked, which is not, but I'm giving it anyway, is what Kevin Samuels did. Sorry. Right? Now keep in mind, y'all, keep this in mind. Y'all hear me talk about agent provocateurs, right? Now it's very much well possible that Kevin Samuels could be an agent provocateur. I'm not saying he is an agent provocateur. I'm not saying that he is not. What I'm saying is that it's a possibility. It could be argued for one main reason. Kevin Samuels is Kappa Alpha Psi. Now, y'all done seen my video. If y'all watched it, y'all can go watch it, right? My video on the Divine Nine, right? Kappa Alpha Psi is part of the Divine Nine. And just because you are a member of Kappa Alpha Psi, Delta Theta Sigma, Sigma Gamma Rho, Alpha Phi Alpha, Alpha Kappa Alpha, or any other Divine Nine Greek letter fraternities, that necessarily does not mean that you are Boule. But if you look at certain people in media, entertainment, sports, industry, right, finance, government, you'll find that they are members of the Divine Nine, and most of them are Boule. So this is what I'm saying when it comes to Kevin Samuels, y'all. It's very possible potential that he is Boule, right? Just like it's high potential that he is not. And I say this to say that this is something that has to be considered and it must be questioned, especially seeing that he has such a meteoric rise on YouTube when people who introduced him or put him up on game about YouTube and the politics and analytics of YouTube, he has surpassed them tenfold over. It could be argued, right? So I'm gonna just leave it at that, man, right? I know a lot of y'all are Kevin Samuels fans. A lot of y'all just think he's infallible and can do no wrong. I beg to differ, right? I ain't got nothing against Kevin Samuels. I don't know this guy, right? And I'm pretty sure he'll never hear about me, right? But what I'm saying is, as a man, I have the right to express my opinion and views and critique the psyche behavior thereof. And this is what I'm doing. And what I witnessed on that interview, asked, in my opinion, like I said, which don't got to count for nothing, but in my opinion, my humble, honest opinion, Kevin Samuels blew that interview. Kevin Samuels totally disregarded all of his talking points, and he even went as far as to be starstruck, something he said he is never when it comes to celebrities. Now, any person watching that interview could clearly see that that man was blushing. That man was giddy. That man stumbled over his words. That man was snickering, and you know, he was kind of embarrassed a little bit. You know, it's like he's a fan of Nicki Minaj, and he was fanboying out. If you ask me, he fanboyed all the way out. That girl said she told dudes to basically eat a dick. That's what she said. Excuse my language, right? She was very masculine when she came on, and she exuded absolutely no femininity whatsoever. And what gets me is he told her she was a 9. I don't care how many BBLs she got, how many breast augmentations she got. I don't care about her personal trainer, dietitian, any of that stuff. Nicki Minaj, by her looks, fresh out the shower, no weave, no lace fronts, no wigs, no makeup. She is a 6 at best. In Kevin Samuels' own words, she's average at best. And that ain't me hating. That's some real shit. Minus all of the glitz and glam, Nicki Minaj is your average hood chick out of Queens, New York. So y'all hit that like button, man. Y'all stop putting the cape on for these celebrity chicks because y'all fanboyed out, man. And we can't get to the point to where we don't hold these people to account and scrutiny, man. I got respect, not as much as I had before this interview, but I still respect Kevin Samuels to an extent. I respect what he's brought to the space. I respect the light he has shed on various topics and issues. But with that interview last night, in my opinion, Kevin Samuels' opinion just don't matter that much anymore, man. I'm not saying it don't matter at all. It just don't matter as much. And he definitely dropped the ball on that interview. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the page. I got another video coming discussing psychological transgenderism. And we're going to get into it. Hey.